All right, listen. So I want to talk about non-negotiable principles. I mentioned yesterday. I talked about one of the things that we need to do to change the world is we've got to embrace some non-negotiable principles. So what's non-negotiable? Here's the thing. These principles for me, I never have to change. These are things that I don't have to change because I'm at work or with my wife or family or with my friends or at my church. There is no time in my existence that I have to not do these things, right? That these things should not be in play. You need to know who you are. If I want to change the world for the betterment of mankind, then it starts with me, right? Someone's, I don't know who said that, but Michael Jackson had a song about it. But you got to start with the man in the mirror. And so, what are your principles? What are your non-negotiable principles? So for me, number one, or actually, I added three things to my previous six. So my first previous six non-negotiable principles have been fairness, the pursuit of truth, honesty, hard work, good communication, accountability, and responsibility. So those have been my six non-negotiable principles. But after making a video yesterday, I realized that the golden rule should be one of my non-negotiable principles. I want to treat people the way I want to be treated. I should treat people the way I want to be treated. And so this buddy. So number one is I'm adding the golden rule. Another thing is compassion and kindness, right? I can always and I should always operate from a place of compassion and kindness. That doesn't mean that you're weak because you're compassionate for somebody, or that you show kindness to somebody, or that you don't hold someone accountable for what they do because you're kind and you're compassionate. You can still have accountability. You can still pursue the truth. But, we're talking an issue of presentation versus content, right? I'm still going to hold you accountable. And that accountability may come in the form of tough love, right? It may come in the form of some type of punitive action. But that doesn't mean I have to be unkind or, or dispassionate about how I engage and implement that. So compassion and kindness. And then another non-negotiable principle that I'm going to add is gratitude. I struggle with depression or the feelings of depression over the last couple of years because I wasn't cultivating enough gratitude. I mean, just look at you can see my life. You can see these wonderful pictures. And, Michelle and I have been to all of these places all over the world. And there's no reason for me not to be grateful for the quality of life and how far I have come in my own life, right? And so, what happens with gratitude, I'll do another thing on gratitude. But my whole point is these are now my 9 non-negotiable principles, right? Once I added the golden rule, gratitude, kindness, compassion and kindness, and gratitude to the previous 6. What are yours, right? These things are non-negotiable. When I interact with folks, when I engage with people, wherever I go, I am going to strive to embrace and communicate and exemplify these principles. Obviously, I'm not always going to succeed, but this is what I'm striving for. And so I think, again, I'd be hard pressed to have anyone argue with me and tell me how I shouldn't do one of these 9 things. What's non-negotiable for you? What are your non-negotiable principles? What are you fighting for? That's what I'm going to use my platform for. And again, you tell me, if I do something, put some content out, if I'm not pursuing these principles, if I'm not exemplifying these, you got every right to call me out and haul me across the carpet. All right?